What's going on, everybody? I'm here to do a video for Jered's Backwoods metal contest called Sloppy Seconds. Basically, it's a band that you think their second album doesn't compare to their first. Not saying that the second album is trash, but it just doesn't compare to the first. So I got quite a few. I'm going to try to go through as fast as I can. Some common, some obscure, but I just started going through stuff and I got carried away as usual. And we'll start off with Shotgun Messiah. Their first album is killer. I like the singer in the first one, although he was a bit of a douche, but it was the first album on CD as well. This is I actually got an autograph by Harry Cody, the guitar player. My buddy's cousin was their manager for quite a few years in the late 80s and early 90s in LA, and she actually married Harry Cody, the guitar player. So super nice guy. Anyway, back to it. Second album was called Second Coming. They changed singers. The bass player started to sing, Tim Skold. Good album. I mean, it grew on me. It had to grow on me. At first I hated it, but after about a month or so I really started to dig it. Again, it's that singer change. I mean, a band changes in my mind when you change a singer, and it's just like two different entities of their own. Great album. It's just, if I had to pick, I'd still say the first album was still the killer one. Oh, and he also signed this one for me too. I mean, he signed it really well. I'm not sure if you guys can even see it, but super cool guy. Next group is King Cobra. Ready to Strike was their debut, which is one of my favorite 80s debut albums. And their sophomore was, I always forget, Thrill of a Lifetime. Yeah, Thrill of a Lifetime. I don't know where this album came from. I don't know why they went drastically different. This was a good hair metal, hard rock. This kind of went to places unknown. I mean, there's a partial rap on this. It's got a movie song on here, Iron Eagle. A couple good songs toward the end, but it was a really weird change for a band. My third band is Hitman. First album is Killer, also another one of my favorite 80s releases. Hard power metal with a really good melodic voice. Their second album is called Viva Machina. Viva Machina, or Machina. They totally changed their sound. This is 4 years later. It's more of a... I really need to play it for you guys. It's more hard rock, hair metal, almost progressive. Great album on its own, just different again. Both albums are phenomenal by the band on its own. And next is another great debut in my mind, Rough Cut, self-titled. Paul Shortino is one of my favorite vocalists. Whatever he's been in, I love. He's got that raspy David Coverdale-ish style voice. Really good singer, really good band. Their second was kind of like the King Cobra, Rough Cut Wants You. Got more poppy, more hair metal, more, radio ready, MTV ready. But a good album. It's forced to pick. I mean, it's not an easy, hard pick for me. It's like the King Cobra. All these really. The first album's phenomenal. Great. I mean, now I know a lot of you guys hate these guys, but I don't care what you say. Their first two albums are incredible. The first one, phenomenal. Bon Jovi, self-titled. Every song on this fucking album, on this album is phenomenal. The only one I can't stand is Runaway, but because it was played out. But other than that, amazing album. The follow-up was 7800 Degrees Fahrenheit. Really good album. Again, another weird bit of a change. It got more, I don't even know how to put this album. spacey, different, oriental. I don't know how to put it, but it's got a little bit different and odd. I'm gonna go with my favorite guitarist, Yngwie Malmsteen's first album. My channel name is after Black Star. It's my favorite instrumental ever. It still is to this day. So, first album, phenomenal. All his albums are, but second album, Marching Out. Another phenomenal album. It just didn't match the debut in my eyes. Another band I talked about the other day, a band called Arch. Another Return to Church Hill, although this one's the remaster, so this is another return. Every song, phenomenal. Power metal, thrashy at times, with melodic voice, melodic vocals. Their follow-up is called For the Sake of Mankind. Also the remaster. Got a little pure power metal, heavy metal through it. It kind of lost the thrashy edge, but still our standalone album on itself. There's another band from Germany I don't think many people will know. It's a band called Beyond the Black. They don't have vinyl, so I had to get these from Germany. Songs of Love and Death. A symphonic, amazing female vocalist. Her voice is like an angel. I mean, she had smooth and just phenomenal voice. I just got their new album that came out called Lost in Forever. This one seems a little confused. It seems like they want to do the heavier. There are some throaty and heavier moments in the albums. But this one wasn't sure what they wanted to do. Her voice alone is worth the album. These are two albums you put on and just relax, in my opinion, even though it's got a bit of chunk to it. But the second album doesn't even compare to the first. There's a band called Aranda. I'm showing the wrong. Their debut, that's right. Their debut was called, nope, I am wrong. Their debut was self-titled. They're a band from Oklahoma City. Hard rock, rockish, really good band. I seen them live. They opened for Steel Panther. They were hard live. They were really heavier live. They were fucking awesome live. That was probably one of the best shows I've seen recently was Aranda and Steel Panther. And their follow-up was Stop the World by Aranda. They had a big radio song on this one called One More Lie. You guys may know that one. Really, again, this album is heavier than their first one and their latest one. This had more of the hard rock radio stuff. A couple of great songs, a couple of good ballads. I mean, this is a good album. If you started off with this one, you may be a little bit confused by this one, but both still good albums on their own, as all this stuff is. Another one is a band called Revamp. Gothic, heavy, female lead again. There's some male vocals that are, the throaty, rough, almost death metal-ish to it. A lot of clean, a lot of harsh. I mean, just a really cool band. Kind of a cross between, I wouldn't say the Agonist, but with Intentation and the Agonist mix them together, or kind of like that. I don't know how else to put it. Now, their follow-up is called Wild Card. And they seem more like songs left over from their first album. It's kind of a bit of a concept in a way in the middle of the album. But it's a great album, standalone again. I think I kind of got bored of this one really quick, unfortunately, but the first one's still a killer album. They're both good albums. I mean, I'm talking at my ass here. There's a band from back home on the East Coast. Am I doing this right again? a band called Sit Vicky. This outdoor debut was Kiss Me in French. Groove, hair metal, good, like makes you bob your head kind of songs. I think what was the one of this? Her Body Complements the Beat. Really good late hair metal, where they weren't all dressed up and stuff like that. Kind of like Cold Sweat and I lost my train of thought. Just kind of like Cold Sweat without the blues. And their follow-up was called Street Side Picasso. Now these two do have quite a bit of difference. I think this is from 95, this is from 93, so they were late to the game. But this album grooves. This one's more mainstream hard rock, just goes. Not bad, but there's quite a difference in between the two. Like most albums here, it's like a 1 and 1A. This one's kind of a little B, if that makes sense. But all right, I think that's it. I think that's all I got for now. But Jered, thank you. Your channel kicks ass. You make me laugh all the time. Some of the stuff you come up with just makes me laugh my ass off. So I appreciate it. And be talking to you guys soon.